Hi, this video is the demonstration of the strip harvesting FUT linear scar. And the FUT, I perform both the FUE and FUT. And the FUE leave you tiny dots of scar, allow you to shave your hair shorter. The strip method, or FUT or FUSS, it leave you a linear scar, and the scar is permanent for the rest of your life, and it's hidden. No one can't see it unless you shave your head shorter. But there's always pro and con for both FUE and FUT, and some of this scar can be wider than this. Some of them can be smaller, but again, it can stretch bigger, and so the result vary from one individual to another. My idea is just to demonstrate multiple type of strip scar. Again, the downside of the FUT or the strip harvesting is the linear scar, numbness along the linear scar, more painful than the FUE during recovery. Again, both of them are minimally invasive, so they don't have a lot of pain, but they do have, when you compare it to FUE, it has a little bit more pain, more chance of infection, and the scar is more visible. On the benefit or the pro for FUT or the strip method is a lot cheaper, and it's than the FUE because it's less labor, and the number of graft we can harvest is around 4,000 to 6,000, so it's more efficient than the FUE to harvesting the hair graft. And number three, the growth rate. You can have good result with FUE and FUT with my work, but my FUT or the strip harvesting will grow 10% better density than the FUE. On the other hand, the FUE leave tiny dots of scar, is less invasive, less painful during recovery, faster healing, and with tiny dots of scar will allow you to wear your hair shorter pretty much. But the FUE is less invasive pretty much, so less side effect. But the downside of the FUE, the cost is more expensive because it's labor. The number of grafts we can do is less. We can harvest 2,500 to 3,000 grafts. Although there are days we can go beyond 3,000. I've done 35 or almost 4,000 before, but on average we set around 25 to 3,000. So the FUE is very effective for mild to moderate hair loss. As the strip method, you can harvest 4,000 to 6,000, so it's more effective for advanced hair loss. Although you can use the FUE for advanced hair loss, you just need multiple surgery. So FUE, the downside of the FUE is the cost. The number of grafts we can do is less. We need multiple sessions for advanced hair loss. And the growth rate now, again, I perform both FUE and FUT, and you will have excellent result with FUE and FUT. But my FUE will have 10% less growth rate than my FUT. But if you compare my FUE to a lot of the clinic, my FUE is still better density. So it's really dependent on the surgeon. So this video is the demonstration of the FUT linear scar. The result vary from one individual to another. Some of them can be smaller and some of them can be wider, and it can stretch. So this is the demonstration 1 year follow-up. Thank you.